Wes Fischer is smart, sharp, and insightful. His wit and personality rank him high in esteem of his fellow classmates. My personal favorite story about Wes is when he attended Newman's first annual film festival this year in a tuxedo because he thought it was the Oscars. Wes is one of those rare high school student athletes who values the team achievements over his own individual accomplishments, always giving the maximum effort in everything he does. Ladies and gentlemen, Wes Fischer.
So how about that writing, guys? I'm just kidding, I'm not doing that one again. All right, first of all, I'd like to thank the students, parents, and faculty, Ms. Bush especially, for all of their support over the past 4 years. You've all contributed to our amazing high school career, and we wouldn't be up here today without you. As the end of each school year approaches, one question lingers in the minds of parents and faculty alike. Is the graduating class prepared to make it through the next 4 years of college? Had this question been asked about the class of 2011 in the early years of our high school career, I'm quite sure that adults around us would have expressed grave concern. Let's just say that the group of weathered high school veterans up here on stage, myself included, entered freshman year a bit undeveloped. In 2007, we exploded onto the high school scene, setting record lows in maturity levels. The early behavior of the majority of our class was no less than alarming to many teachers, and may have been responsible for the departure of a few faculty members. In the years that followed our rocky start, the class of 2011 encountered challenges that ended in victory, defeat, joy, and disappointment. We have seen numerous students and faculty members come and go, each one leaving their own impression on the class. These people, and our many experiences, along with priceless facial expressions from Ms. Bush, have molded our class into something completely different from what it was freshman year. It is impossible to tell the entire story of our class's time at Newman, but over the next few minutes I'll try to capture some of the highs and lows. It is without a doubt that the timeline of our high school career begins in the Grant Pop Library. Throughout freshman year, our library antics drove countless students out of both the loud and quiet sections of the library. From paper basketball to an impromptu drum circle, we were detrimental to the studying habits of our peers. These actions led Mr. Prescott to bestow numerous behavior lessons upon us, ranging from soft-spoken advice to yelling rants. This chaotic behavior, which our class is beginning to build a reputation for, was also present on the trip to Washington, D.C. Walls were punched, windows were broken, and a few teachers' tempers flared. In addition to our behavioral issues, the level of school spirit among our class was generally quite low. Our freshman homecoming decorations, caveman themes, were certainly a reflection of our class's unity. Despite the booster committee's best efforts, by the end of our decorating night, our hallway contained nothing more than a few scraps of leopard print wallpaper and a single plastic bag. As much as I would like to say that the class of 2011 experienced a miraculous maturation over the summer between freshman and sophomore year, I cannot. Though some members of our class have begun to mature, our overall behavior hardly changed. While much more effort was put into our ice cream shop-themed homecoming decorations, we still fell far behind that of other grades, and our general class morale was staggeringly low. On top of all of that, the Noel Hesse regime instated a new computer policy, which many of our classmates violently disagreed with at first. Amidst the woes of our second year of high school were a few bright spots. Among them, our first Wonder Week and a soccer state championship, but most importantly, the historic 2008 presidential election. I think we all remember exactly where we were and what we were doing when it was announced that Ryan Brenner had been elected class president for the first time. Junior year was without a doubt the year our class began to turn around. Many of us have been greatly impacted by Matt Savall, and his passing over the holidays was a very sobering event. In Matt's honor, many of us stopped taking our short time at Newman for granted. Later in the year, Newman lost another important piece of its foundation. When Dr. Sheets was forced to leave his students due to an illness that would later take his life, he left them full of wisdom and completely prepared to take on the remainder of their high school careers. Dr. Sheets was without a doubt one of the best teachers around, and the time that we had with him was priceless and enlightening. Operating at a new level of adulthood, our class finally began to strive for success. Our Rastafarian homecoming decorations lost the controversy of that week by only a few points, and our prom committee threw one of the most revolutionary proms in Newman history. That's right, juniors, it was our idea first. Additionally, many members of our class played key roles in the soccer team, which won its second consecutive state championship that year. With all of our recent successes, it finally appeared that we were on the right track. Going into senior year, the class of 2011 was firing on all cylinders. With superior grilling and baking skills and a go big or go home attitude, our class turned into a fundraising machine. After a year of hard work, we earned enough money to purchase a harvest table in honor of Dr. Sheets. Seniors were major contributors in all facets of Newman, extracurricular activities, and all-around leaders on campus. Our school-wide success earned us pizza parties and splash days, and we finally began to realize the benefits of good behavior. We righteously won Pep Week for the first time with our Mario Kart themed decorations and showed overall great participation in each high school-wide competition. Many of our classmates chartered new clubs such as the Young Republicans, and the senior-led Wonder Week was quite successful, even with heightened amounts of pressure on the committee to keep the week appropriate. All of that having been said, I would like to extend another thank you to our parents and faculty. I'm not sure you all realize quite how much we put you through. For those who are still wondering if we're ready for college, I stand here today without a doubt in my mind that through all of the studying, homesickness, partying, independence, new friends, places, and experiences, we will succeed. If the past 4 years are any indication, we could start out a little slow, but we will definitely finish strong. Thank you.